Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 27th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check your other two signs videos for deeper messages. Yeah? Okay, so Cancer, this week we have a full moon in Leo. Full moon, the moon is your ruling planet. It being in Leo is asking you to look at what it is that you want to shine out into the world at this time. And then, so that is happening on February 1st. Know that our Lunar New Year isn't till February 17th. So we still are shedding this skin of this snake. The snake year only comes around every 11 years. So we are really clearing a cycle of stuff that we don't need to bring into our year of the horse or just forward in general. So whatever that looks like for you, Cancer, I hope that you do find that release, because also next we meet is going to be February 3rd. That is when Uranus goes direct. Uranus has been retrograde since about the middle of last year, and Uranus is that revolution. So how have you internalized a big change, a big revolution for yourself? So we've been shedding the snake, we've been revolutionizing our way that we engage with the world. So Cancer, what does that look like for you? We're going to be in a post shadow of it for a minute, but in general, we've gone through a big cycle of cleaning out. Yeah? And so to anchor us in this moment, I am using the StarSeed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. It's the author of the decks that I was hunting for during my birthday season. Still love them, but I do feel like Starseeds is one of the most heavy Aquarian themes out there. So what does that look like for Cancer? What does that look like for Cancer? Let's see. Hyrith, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, my bad. Hyrith, longing for a home, homesick for the stars. So this is what your soul is whispering to you right now, is that there is a sense of longing that is just part of growing up. It's just part of growing up. It's one thing, I mean, for one, as starseeds, I was told that it's really hard to get a sense of home because we don't belong on this earth. Our home is out there in another dimension. So for starseeds, it's a double down, but Cancer, just in general, there is this sense that home is gone. And so even like I'm in my literal childhood home right now, but that sense of that home that I felt as a kid, it's been gone. And you can't return to a place and it be 100% in this preserved moment of time. It's just not physically possible. The sun is revolving and nature is taking its course, transmuting everything under its touch. So Cancer, there was a book that I had which was called The Place You Loved Is Gone. And Cancer, nostalgia is fine, but it's not a place that we can stay. Nostalgia is great to, feel old feelings, but we can't live there. We can't hang on to things. It's like hanging on to pain or pleasure. We can choose to bring ourselves down with the pain, and we can choose to ignore things because they aren't matching a certain pleasure that we've had in our life. But when you choose to anchor to either of those feelings, you're denying the moment and feeling the full sensation of each moment you're in. So Cancer, don't get so locked into this is everything that I've known as it has to exist 100%. It's never going to stay the same. It's like when you're chasing the same high, you can never actually reach it. And that's why people up the dosages of things. It's not healthy it's not going to get you anywhere. You actually just have to let go of chasing that sensation just so that you can be present to the sensations of the moment. Yeah, Cancer? To ground you here, called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So Cancer, right now you are being called. And so if you are chasing this sensation outside of yourself, or if you're chasing this past nostalgia, you are not being present to the true calling of this moment. And this full moon might be the moment where you get to actually hear it, because if you can actually tune out that past drive, then you can be present to this moment and hear the call that is coming for you. You can get the call to jump on whatever soul gifts are around you. We are all gifted in many ways. It's not going to look like anybody else's gifts. It's going to be uniquely yours. So there's a thing too with the indigo kids where there's a lot of us who are meant to, and it's just for people, millennials with the Pluto in Scorpio generation, we're meant to be a transformative moment. We're meant to kill old cycles and systems that have been hindering the growth of the collective. But there is a whole part of that wave, and their whole role in this is to just exist as they desire to. There's a whole part of this wave that is meant to be there for the next generations, and there to guide and shield that next generation. And it's not that either role is more significant. Like, we all can't be trailblazers, but like us following along our own trajectory is what helps the collective as a whole. So Cancer, don't feel like even you taking out the trash is not a part of a better whole. Whatever you're doing, Cancer, just do it for the betterment of yourself, as that Uranus retrograde going direct is teaching us, is do things for yourself and it will ripple out into the collective. Yeah, that's what I have for you from the StarSeed Oracle. But now I'm going to pull a card from the Land Sky Oracle. And so this deck is by a woman. It's a very yogic-centric deck, but it does have like nature incorporated in a representation of those yogic teachings. Yeah. So let's see, what does Cancer have? I can't pronounce this word. I am so sorry. Abinisva. And it is fear of death. So Cancer, all of this clinging to the past, all of this avoiding and distracting yourself from the present is just a result of that fear of death. And so death is a part of life. A lot of people try to deny it or exclude it, but the less that you put this fear into it and the more you incorporate it as part of your day-to-day life, like I like to tell people, that death doesn't have to be your physical final death, because that's the biggest fear that everybody has, but it's those little deaths. It's the little deaths that we're afraid of. It's the death of a job, the death of a relationship, the death of just like my electronics sometimes. Not giving weight to this, because death is just a natural movement of life. The less weight you give to death, the more you can be fully present and living in the moment. All right? Well, that is what I have for you, Cancer. I do hope that you find the ability to be present and unafraid and bravely facing that death, whatever deaths may come for you this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.